bombs, so heavy.
Bonsoir à tout le monde. Ce soir, nous sommes vendredi. Donc, Genshin Impact time. On va continuer l'histoire. Donc, on y va sans attendre, comme ça. On en profite un max. J'ai vu le sol approcher très vite là. J'ai failli prendre le truc là. Et mourir. Je vais où déjà? Par là. On y est.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this next?
Think of it as a
Ah oui,
catalyst
y
that
a.
can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big help, don't... The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
Non, ça va, tranquille. L'entraînement anti-shogun. Je vais fermer ma fenêtre, ça fait claquer les, euh, les volets. Voilà, il fera chaud un peu, puis commencer le défi. C'est-à-dire... Oh là là. Mais donnez-moi le temps. Il faut survivre. Ouais. Attends. Est-ce que ça marche ça? Non, ça m'empêche pas de prendre des coups. C'est pas super facile, en fait. Ça va, ça s'esquive, hein. Mais c'est pas simpliste. Ah, mais je peux pas éviter ça. Je vais où pour éviter ça? What the fuck? Ah, ça compte. Putain. Ah, c'est bon, je l'ai évité celui-là. Merde! C'est esquive dans ce jeu là, c'est vraiment pas le truc que je fais le plus. Ah, fuck. Comment je fais ça? Comment on évite ça? Y a pas de zone safe. Et comment je l'évite? Y a pas de zone safe. Merde. Putain, fait chier. Saloperie. C'est vraiment pas pour moi ce système de merde. Oh là là. Vas-y, fonce dedans, gros débile. Putain, quel enfer. Quel enfer.
You mean, perhaps it's
Encore
because
heureux que je pourrais me les prendre pendant le combat contre Bâle.
it sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in your dreams.
Aw.
More curious than my a nation to last for all eternity is a dream. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on.
Hein?
You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as by neither saying goodbye nor seeing me. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because then my duty as her eternal servant is to drag her back out of her own head and
Aw, Miko.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
There's
Ouais,
a part two?
ouais, il y a un truc final, là, machin. Il y a un autre truc infernal à faire. Voilà, c'est quoi ça?
Must live on.
Order guide you.
Mais laissez-moi tranquille, hein.
Solidify.
Faut que je survive aux monstres en même temps. Attends, faut que j'en batte 10. Vas-y, on va essayer de se soigner en même temps.
Life goes on.
Mort de rire. Allez,
Opening box of Adepti Tricks.
donnez-moi votre vie. Je vous avoue que j'en ai bien besoin là. Bon, enfin. Let's go. Oula. Ça va vous?
Is order.
Tranquille les mecs. C'est le dernier. C'était tout? Mais c'était quoi cette phase du gâteau? C'est pas juste, je voulais ça en premier moi.
You did quite
So, do you think...
How do I put this?
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete...
You are the most important part. Speaking of, traveler, you're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally, considering even their vision.
You don't have to be so blunt.
I don't mean to belittle them. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because, in short, if everything goes according to plan. Oh, goodness, is that the time?
All of this said in your inner...
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time. Before one makes a plan, what is...
Don't know. What is it?
You must understand the situation you... The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity.
Mais il s'appelle Scaramouche.
Yes. This is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the vision
Quoi qu'en vérité, appelez-le comme vous voulez, je m'en fiche. Pour moi, c'est un fatuit, c'est un connard.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt decree, the Tenryou...
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui, unfortunately, given that set...
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything...
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. If we manage to convince her, I'll give you a clue. She also appears to be...
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active war. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to head...
Affirmative.
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the shogun,
Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara. No.
As a servant, loyalty to the shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the
Even though she will one day seize your vision too.
The Vision Hunt decree is the shogun's chosen course, and I shall not...
It's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji-ai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the shogun since ancient times. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes. In all its
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo. She will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days.
That was so scary. But
Non, ça va.
Nico, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal.
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convinced.
Not entirely.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but what are we gonna do though? We only have 3 days.
Bon, on va chercher des
If we want
preuves.
to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
La professionnelle, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire ça? Qu'est-ce que ça veut dire, la professionnelle? En bas? Bonjour. Ah! Ah! Nous savons qui on vient réveiller. Bien sûr, elle dort tout le temps.
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human!
Ça y est.
What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these. Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth. Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very professional at all.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais là-bas? C'est quoi ce bug?
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Oh, wow! A ninja?
Paimon, elle est pas là! Elle est loin derrière!
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission.
Ah, c'est incroyable!
Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties. However,
Ayato?
convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities. Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought for a complete outsider, probing the inner workings, but since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, now the Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back the evidence in good time.
C'est-à-dire que si je finis pas la quête dans 3 jours, on est mort. Oh, il est pas là, c'est pas drôle. Bon, de toute façon, je peux la jouer donc. Content, quoi. Ça va tellement être deg si c'est Kokomi la prochaine 5 étoiles. Ça va sûrement être ça. Hein. Parce que moi, je la veux fort, Kokomi, là, encore une fois. Ça va devenir mon nouveau perso hydro en Mona au placard. Kokomi 100 fois plus joli. Allez hop. On n'a même pas été remarqué. T'as vu comment je suis rapide? Il va encore faire parler là. Thomas!
What brings you here? Did you meet with the resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for...
Mademoiselle Ayaka, ça fait longtemps qu'on l'a pas vue.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met.
Bonjour.
I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the resistance for a long time now. But not once has the Shogun ever... I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's report... what do you mean? The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access...
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only
C'est
there
ce
was a
qu'on
way
va
to
faire
distract the
quand
guards
même.
just...
Non?
destroying me is fireworks.
That's a very toneless-sounding, but it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone said while they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report, as well as any...
Great!
Stylé.
Feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last... Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so bad.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the vision... This was a reunion of sorts, but there...
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful.
Audrey, sa marmite là.
First, let's go to Hanamizaka to find Yoimiya.
On va trouver Yoimiya. C'est coincé. Je peux pas sortir. Donc, demander de l'aide à Yoimiya. C'est pas mal, on va reprendre des connaissances qu'on a croisées avant pour les utiliser. C'est pas ça que je veux dire, c'est les mettre à contribution. Ça, c'est moins inhumain comme ça. Je suis désolé les gens, ça fait pratiquement ça fait seulement une demi-heure, mais je suis claqué. Je pique du nez, je vous le jure, vous le voyez pas parce que j'ai pas de webcam, mais je me tape presque la tête sur le bureau à chaque fois, donc je vais arrêter ici. Merci à ceux qui auront quand même suivi le live et à ceux qui regarderont toujours, qui auront regardé la rediffusion. Moi, je vais aller dormir et la semaine prochaine, je trouverai la motivation qu'il me faut pour faire un vrai live. Bon, bah, normalement, je devrais être là demain matin pour